You're taking a live look outside the Vatican this morning. We are remembering Pope Francis. Catholic leaders announced his death around 2 a.m. our time.
Pope Francis was 88 years old. We've reported on the Pope's health struggles, including his nearly 5-week hospital stay. We have team coverage for you this morning. Denver 7's Allie Jenner-John will look at how the Archdiocese of Denver plans to honor the Pope.
We want to start, though, with Scripps News Group Deputy Political Director Joe St. George. He is outside the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception in Washington, D.C. this morning. Joe, the Pope visited there in 2015.
He did, and I'm reflecting on that event because I was fortunate enough to cover it as a younger reporter a decade ago. I still recall how people wept at the sight of Pope Francis. He had a way of inspiring Catholics and non-Catholics, Christians and non-Christians. What we're going to see over the course of the coming days and weeks is first a period of just remembering the man, remembering the pontiff, the 88-year-old who lived life to the fullest up until the end. I mean, you look at his schedule yesterday. He traveled in the Pope Mobile throughout the Vatican, wishing Catholics on Easter Sunday, one of the holiest days of the year, giving a papal blessing on Easter Sunday, something that people didn't think he would do because of his health. He met with Vice President J.D. Vance yesterday as well. It was a full schedule on Easter Sunday, quite frankly, probably going against doctor's orders. When he left the hospital in Rome a few weeks back, he was there for nearly 40 days battling double pneumonia. He was instructed to engage in rest. He did not do so on his final day with us. The 88-year-old pontiff, again, passing away 7:35 local time in Rome, announced shortly thereafter by Vatican officials. It's possible that in the coming hours we may get our first glimpse of the casket of Pope Francis. That could happen a little bit later today. In fact, our expectation is around 8 p.m. Rome time, so you can do the backtrack there. What begins now is a tradition rooted in history. The Pope was the 266th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. This is the first time, though, in 20 years that a sitting Pope has died. Remember, Pope Benedict, who was the Pope prior to Pope Francis, he resigned. So this is the first time since St. John Paul II that a sitting Pope has died. About a couple weeks from now is when we'll begin to start talking about the conclave, the cardinals gathering in Rome for the selection of the new pope. That traditionally takes place a few weeks after a pope's passing. A little too premature, I think, to start talking about who the next pope will be. Today, very much about remembering the man who was the first to select the name Francis when he was elected to the papacy so many years ago. Guys, Catholics, again, and non-Catholics throughout Colorado mourning this morning. About 800,000 Catholics in the state of Colorado.
Certainly leaving behind an incredible legacy. Joe St. George live in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for your reporting for us.
And Allie Jenner-John will pick up our coverage now outside the Archdiocese in Denver, where there are already plans, Allie, to honor Pope Francis.
Yeah, this is something that cathedrals and Catholics have been preparing for, with events and remembrance opportunities already lined up for today for the Archdiocese of Denver. Now they're entering that period of mourning. The Italian umbrella at the Cathedral Basilica of the Immaculate Conception in Denver will be lowered and church bells will toll. A spokesperson for the Archdiocese says a large black drapery will be added to the cathedral's central doors with the help of Denver Fire. And a picture of Pope Francis will be put in the sanctuary. Throughout the days of mourning before the election of the next pope, the spokesperson tells us the pope will be prayed for at masses, and once the conclave starts, prayers will shift for the election of a new pope. Now, we're now learning about some services in our area. We know that Our Lady of Victory in Lyman is offering a mass at noon today. When more information comes in about more cathedrals in our area, we'll of course let you know about those too. For now, live in Denver, Allie Jenner-John, Denver 7.
All right, Allie, thank you. And yes, we will post those details on our website. You can also find more coverage there on Pope Francis's passing on Denver7.com.